If you want to be a professional videographer, a cameraman, or even a cinematographer down the line, you have to know these basics first. Understanding sensor sizes in cameras is crucial, because when you understand sensor sizes, you will be able to also understand how focal lengths of lenses work. And in return, you're going to have a better understanding as a whole, which is going to help you with your storytelling. I'm going to be mentioning 4 most popular sensor sizes, and that's going to be the Micro Four Thirds, the APS-C sensor, the Super 35mm, and the full frame. After this video, you're going to know exactly which camera does what and what you might be expecting when you put certain lenses on it. So we're starting off with Micro Four Thirds. This is the sensor size that is the smallest out of all the other 3 that I'm going to be mentioning. Typically, Micro Four Thirds sensors have a 2x crop factor. When we're talking about crop factors, keep in mind that we're referencing it to the full frame 35mm sensor. This means that if you put on let's say a 25mm lens, it would be equivalent to a 50mm on the full frame. Some characteristics of the MFT sensors are that the cameras are usually more compact as the sensor is smaller. They have good stabilization in the bodies, and they have a deep depth of field. I do want to explain this more in the focal lengths video that will be coming up right after this video. But what we're talking about there is f-stop, or the depth of field that you get within a camera. And in MFTs, it's usually higher. So a 2.8 f-stop lens is going to act more like a 5.6 on an MFT sensor. So next up we have the APS-C. It is one of the most common sensor size that you can get on the market. The usual crop factor for an APS-C sensor is about 1.5 to 1.6. If you're using a 35mm lens, it's going to be equivalent to around 52mm on full frame. APS-C sensors are like the most balanced when we look at all these 4. It's right in the middle, somewhere in the middle. You can get somewhat good depth of field, and they're quite budget friendly. And then we have the Super 35mm. Super 35mm is actually a little larger than the APS-C. A lot of cinematographers would still say that Super 35mm is the go-to look, as it kind of brings back that nostalgia, the cinematic feel, with the way it acts with its depth of field and the view that you're getting. The crop factor for the Super 35mm is between 1.4 times 1.6. It can also change by the camera model, but it's still slightly larger than the APS-C sensor. And now we're in the full frame region. Yeah, it's the full frame. Most filmmakers and great cinematographers of our day now, such as Greg Fraser, Hoytema, they're definitely going to be picking something that's more full frame. They're definitely going for those larger formats, so they can just project you life as it is, larger than it is. So full frame sensors have a crop factor of 1, which means a 50mm lens is going to behave as a 50mm lens on a full frame camera. And that has been the reference point that we took for all the other sensors. With full frame sensors, you're going to have the most depth of field, you're going to have great low light performance, and a wider field of view. So there you have it. These are the 4 main sensor sizes that's going to help you better understand your camera and better tell your story. Until next time, take care. Make sure to hit that subscribe button, and I'll see you on the next video, which is going to be about lenses and focal lengths. So thank you for your time. See you in the next video.